Yes, but let's move on and talk about the real estate space. SEBI has cleared the new guidelines for REITs to find out the impact and which are the stocks that could benefit from this. Ashish Agarwal, the real estate analyst at Edelweiss Financial Services, joins in now. Ashish, hi, good morning, and thank you for joining us on the show. First, your key positive takeaways from the guidelines, and what are the stocks that could be impacted this morning?
Good morning, thank you. So the key positive highlights that we see is the regulations are largely in line with the internationally followed practices, so it will not be some combination of products, which is a significant positive. Second, that they have kept the minimum investor size at 2 lakh rupees and 1 lakh rupees as a minimum trading unit. So that is obviously another step that I believe is aimed to at least keep the retail investors out till such time the product gets established. So yes, the steps are tentative, but they are firm and forward, so which is a good thing. In terms of stocks, I think there are some tax breaks on which there is still some clarity required. So if I can just elaborate on those. So the first and foremost is the capital gains, which we know have been deferred for a developer when he is transferring his assets to a REIT, when he is getting units in lieu of his assets, but still there is a MAT that is likely applicable on this transfer. So which is going to be a problem when developers are trying to take out the REIT, and can be a significant roadblock. The other issues that we are seeing is in terms of transfer pricing regulations. So the most tax efficient way to get the rental out of the SPVs is by way of interest, which is the only income which is a tax pass through. But as the assets appreciate in value, there could be a transfer pricing restriction that could come into play, which is another roadblock. Stamp duties on the transfer of asset can be a potential issue, but I think it will be a limited issue because you can still transfer an SPV owning the asset, and that will mitigate most of the impact of this issue.
Ashish, that is quite a handful of tax, booby traps you're pointing out. MAT, transfer pricing, stamp duty. Will they take off? I mean, the REITs.
So I think the government's intent is seen very clear and very positive. So obviously we have a lot of regulations in our country, and the government's intent is very clean and very clear, and we expect that these regulations will finally be cleared and be brought into what is required to be done. So whether that happens in 2 weeks or around the next finance bill is something that's awaited. Whether it will come off, yes, I definitely think it will come about. The government is serious about this particular product and is driving this product pretty well. So I do not have my doubts about that.
Okay.
So but there's no point playing a DLF or a Prestige anytime soon if it is going to be next finance bill, no?
Well, that's true, but Ashish, as one of your peers was pointing out, the investors of REITs ultimately care just about, the dividend yield, the dividend growth, etc. So in that sense, when it eventually takes off, which are the listed companies which will actually go in for REITs, and which are the ones that would look attractive eventually?
Sure. So the key companies that we think that will go in for REITs from the listed side are clearly DLF, and we have Prestige, we have Brigade. These are the three that are clearly looking at REITs very closely. Then Oberoi might be another one that could eventually look at a REIT, and of course we have Phoenix Mills amongst the retail asset owners that could look at REITs more closely.
Okay.
In terms of benefit, obviously you think from a coverage space, I mean that's where we can really speak from. DLF and Brigade would be the largest beneficiaries of a successful development of a REITs market in India.
All right, Ashish, a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for putting that into perspective, both the near term and the longer term. Well, I think we can squeeze one more question with you. Kunj, let's take the pharma space.